The moment my taxi crunched up the snowy driveway to my grandfather's Vermont estate, I saw him step outside, leaning on his cane. He stopped mid-step, staring like the cold had frozen him in place. "You came in a taxi? And the BMW I gave you, where is it?" he asked, eyes narrowing. My breath caught. I opened my mouth, but before I could say anything, my mother spoke as if it were nothing important. "Oh, we passed that car along to your sister. She needed it more." The silence that followed didn't feel like shock. It felt like calculation. My grandfather's expression went flat, unreadable, and strangely calm. That calm scared me more than anger ever could. He reached for my hand gently, then turned to my mother with a tone that could slice stone. "Pack your things. All of you. You have 10 minutes to leave my property." My mother laughed at first, thinking he was bluffing. He wasn't. He walked inside, pressed the intercom button, and said, "Security, remove my daughter and her family from the estate immediately. Also, send my lawyer to the study." My mother's face drained of all color. By evening, the entire family had been summoned. My sister strutted in, twirling the BMW keys like she owned the world. My grandfather slid a thick folder across the table toward her. "Since you're comfortable taking things that never belonged to you," he said calmly, "you won't mind returning what does." She looked confused. He continued, "All assets previously under your name, vehicles, accounts, property rights, have been reassigned." Then he pointed at me. My sister's confidence shattered instantly. My mother's gasp filled the room. But grandfather wasn't finished. He leaned back in his chair, sipping his tea as if he were merely discussing the weather. Then he placed a small golden box in front of me. Inside lay a key, long, elegant, unfamiliar. "That," he said, "unlocks my company headquarters. You will take over as CEO once you complete the leadership program I've enrolled you in. Your first class begins Monday in Switzerland." My heart nearly stopped. Across the room, my mother sputtered for words. My sister burst into tears. Grandfather simply rested a hand on my shoulder. "When someone tries to shrink your worth," he said softly, "remember that I made the foundation they stand on." My mother tried everything, arguing, pleading, threatening, but grandfather stood his ground, the tap of his cane echoing like a final judgment. "My legacy goes to those who respect it," he said. "You will not touch your future ever again." Security escorted my mother and sister out into the snow. No fancy car, no access to the mansion, no spending money. Everything they had taken from me was restored, 10 times over, and that was only the beginning of how my life changed forever.